Thanks, guys. Jeff Nero, BGI Financial Advisor, and today I wanted to talk about Social Security. As an advisor, one of my tasks or one of my daily tasks, or where I spend a lot of time, is retirement planning. So getting people not just to retirement, that's half the battle, but making sure they stay in retirement. And in retirement, Social Security is often, as we will see, a large part of your retirement income. So one of the questions I often get asked is, will I outlive my money? And hopefully the answer to my clients and to all of you is no, that you're not only going to get to retirement, but you're going to live comfortably in retirement, not have to move out of the state of California like so many are doing, but live comfortably here where your friends and family are. Social Security, it's the foundation. This is the sources of income for those age 65 years or older. So 33% or a third of that retirement income is coming from Social Security. 32% is coming from earnings. So a lot of people are spending a lot more time working through retirement. And by the way, this earnings number, it goes up year over year. So probably this time next year, that number is going to be 34, 35%. And pensions accounts for 21% of your retirement income, and asset income or investment income accounts for 10%. And pension income, by the way, is also under attack and will this time next year likely be a lower number. So at seminar overview, we're going to look at the benefits of Social Security. When should I start taking Social Security? And what about taxes? The benefits of Social Security. The good news is it's a lifetime benefit. So once you turn it on at either age 62 or age 70, you turn it on for life. You get it once a month for the rest of your life. It's also adjusted for inflation. So right now, I think the Social Security website's got a 2.4 inflation adjustment rate. So your rate this year should have increased by 2.4%. Social Security also has a spousal benefit attached to it. So your spouse can benefit from your benefit. Estimating your benefits. There are three key components in estimating Social Security benefits. One is time. Simply, do you qualify for the benefit? The answer is yes if you've worked that magical 40 quarters under Social Security, or that equates to about 10 years worth of working for somebody that contributes to your Social Security. Earnings. Social Security, to tabulate your benefit, takes your 35 highest earnings years to get your monthly benefit. And those two pieces, time and earnings, are in the past, but there's still one element that we can control. And that's when you decide to take your Social Security. You can take it as early as 62 or as late as 70 or anywhere in between. So that kind of begs the question, when should I start taking Social Security? And here's a graph that shows FRAs, or full retirement ages, for people born at different times. So if you were born from 1943 to 1954, your full retirement age is at 66. The graph to the far right, 1960 or later, like me, I was born in 1970, so my full retirement age is at 67. And you can see the years in between 1954 and 1960 and the corresponding full retirement ages there. So the decision to take early versus delaying, this is important. So in this example, we've got an individual that retired at 66, which means he or she was born between the years of 1943 and 1954. So if you delay your decision by a year, you've just given yourself an 8% raise. So instead of, let's say, $2,000, you get $2,000 plus 8%. If you delay it by 2 years, that 8% turns into 16%. And if you wait till the max that you can take Social Security at age 70, in this example, he or she has just given themselves a 32% raise. So conversely, if you take Social Security when it's first available at, say, 62 years old, you've reduced your benefit by 25%. So let's put a number on that. So let's say this guy or gal gets $2,000 a year, or I'm sorry, a month, at their full retirement age of 66. If he or she delays until age 70, that $2,000 turns into $2,640 a month. Or if they take it early, that benefit is reduced down to $1,500 or reduced by 25%. So the swing is from $1,500 all the way up to $2,640. So that's, if my math is correct, about a 57% swing. So it's important to make this decision based on a bunch of different factors that we'll take a look at next. These are the factors. We want to view your decision to take Social Security through a lens: life expectancy, employment, a needs analysis, and your spousal benefits. Life expectancy. A 65-year-old couple has about a 60% chance that at least one spouse will live past the age of 90. So consider your health and how long you expect to spend in retirement. This is really important. So if you have a lot of longevity in your family tree, if your parents are in their 80s or 90s and you've got aunts and uncles and grandpas and grandmas that are living a long time, it would probably behoove you to push that decision to take your benefit as late as you can. Employment. This is an important one. If you work and you take your benefits early, your benefits may be reduced. So if you work and you take Social Security, you can make up to $18,240 a year. That's the amount for 2020. And anything you make above that is going to reduce your Social Security benefit. So if you make, for every $2 over that $18,240 that you make, Social Security is going to be reduced by $1. So it's pretty easy to eliminate your full Social Security benefit. For instance, if you make $22,240, you've made $4,000 over the allotted threshold, and your Social Security will be reduced by half of that, or $2,000. The good news is earned income generally has no impact on benefits once you reach full retirement age. So once you hit that magical 66 or 67 years old, you can make $1 million a minute and your benefit will not be reduced. And unearned income does not affect benefits. So when you come to see me with your investments and all that good stuff, all your asset income, that does not go to contribute to that $18,240 and thus will not reduce your Social Security benefit. Needs analysis. So this is pretty easy. If your expenses exceed your income and you're not making ends meet, then it's pretty important that you take Social Security whenever it's offered to you. And if that's at age 62, then so be it. Go for it. Take it. Spousal benefits. Your decision can impact your spouse. A spouse will receive whichever is larger, his or her own benefit, or 50% of the spouse's benefit, called the spousal benefit. His or her own benefit, or 100% of the deceased spouse's benefit, and that's called the survivor benefit. Let's check out this example. So here we've got Mark and Cindy, and this is their Social Security monthly benefit. And at full retirement at age 66 for both of these folks, so that means they were born between 1943 and 1954, Mark's full benefit is $2,000 and Cindy's full benefit is $750. So Cindy gets either half of Mark's or her full benefit. So half of Mark's is $1,000. So Social Security will automatically calculate $1,000 for Cindy and give it to her rather than her $750. And should Mark predecease Cindy, Cindy gets Mark's full $2,000, which is pretty good. And just keep in mind, if you take retirement before the full retirement age at, say, 62, your benefit, both spousal and survivor, will be reduced. And what about taxes? If you make a lot of money, folks, the government, Uncle Sam, has the right to take up to 85% of your benefits. So keep that in mind if you make a lot of money. Conclusion: we want to view your decision to take Social Security through a lens: life expectancy, employment, needs, and your spousal benefits. Social Security is just one piece of your overall retirement plan. You want to develop a strategy for your income needs now and throughout retirement. So if you need a retirement plan, you don't have one, you're not confident the one you have, come see me. I'd love to talk to you. And be sure to visit your, well, maybe not your office, but definitely go to www.ssa.gov. That's the Social Security website. Put in a username and a password, and that'll populate your Social Security situation and give you your exact numbers. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our brief overview of Social Security.
All right, thank you so much for that. If you guys have any quick questions for Jeff, please raise your hand and go for it.
John Trump.
Mr. Nero, can we define making a lot of money? I mean, what is that dollar amount?
For you, buddy.
What is that dollar amount? Is there a dollar amount based on yourself and your spouse? Is it based on yourself, self-employment? How does that work?
It is. So if you're married, it's going to be based on both. And for that amount, for how much it's going to be taxed, that's a Carla Dennis question. So see your CPA, and they can tell you exactly how much of that is going to be taxable for your unique situation.
Yeah, that's a call coming up. Thank you, sir.
If you own a boat, you don't have to worry about it.
All right, any other quick questions?
I have a quick question, Jeff.
Yep.
For Social Security, let's say you're collecting Social Security and you had to file bankruptcy. Does that affect Social Security at all? Do you know?
You know, I don't, Guy.
Okay.
That's probably
know.
CPA. Mark,
Guy, it does not.
No, it does not.
No.
No, I'll confirm with Carla, but thank you.
Yes. So don't file bankruptcy though.
No.
For a friend, right?
Yeah, for so much of the Social Security stuff, it can go so deep into the weeds and the tabulations and the calculations.